Hello. Hi, I am back finally. How are you guys? Welcome back to the beach house. Morning, evening, and afternoon. Hi, White Chair, welcome back. White Chair, also welcome back. Deep Lake, welcome. How do you change your Pokemon again? Tap X. I can actually type this extension. There you go. You go to that link that the bot will give you, and then you can choose your Pokemon there. But please do remember that if you need to change your Pokemon, it'll cost you for like 100 plankton. So yeah, there you go. That's the link. Took it a while, but yeah. Anyway, welcome back to the beach house. I hope that my voice is not too, you know, stuffy, I would say. Because right now, I wouldn't really say that my nose is stuffy, but it's a little bit itchy. At least today is better than 2 days ago or yesterday, so I'm happy. But yeah, I still, you know, I still got the flu. I mean, I guess I feel better already, but yeah. How are you guys? How was your weekend? How was your week overall? I hope that you guys were doing well. What's here? Welcome back. Bro, it's been so long. Oh, Jax, thank you for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the beach house. Thank you. But yeah, I know, right? It's been so long. I mean, technically, it's only a week. Last week, I took a... I wouldn't really say it's a break because I was working, but at the same time, I guess I can actually call it a break because, you know, technically I didn't stream at all the whole week. And then yeah, I was preparing for Comifuro, my first ever art convention that I joined as an artist. I opened a booth in the artist alley, and the first thing that I thought after the event was done is that I want to do this again. So I guess like it's a positive thing, I could say. So Axolotl, welcome back, and Novi, welcome back. Good morning, evening, afternoon to both of you. Also, I hope that your day will be amazing if it's pretty early, and if it's pretty late for you, I hope that your day has been amazing. Oh lordy, is that the ancient wrinkly Daphiel orca? I know, right? But yeah, welcome back. How are you, Daffy? I'm actually doing great. Is that you, HR? Because you're the only one who calls me Daffy. Are you using two accounts here? But I'm actually doing okay. I wouldn't really say doing well. You know, last night I could sleep pretty well. 2 nights ago, I had to wake up in the middle of the night because my nose was so... I feel like it was so dry, and then to the point that I couldn't even breathe normally. So like, yeah, the flu actually made my nostrils a little bit dry, and it was painful, like super painful. So I don't know, I'm not the type of person who actually wakes up in the middle of the night just because of something, but if it was too painful, I guess it did wake me up, so yeah. But yeah. Oh, you guys are not the same person? Whoops, my bad, I'm so sorry. But yeah, I have a lot. You know what? I think I need to like share a picture. Give me a moment. Oops. I forgot not to send the picture that I took. I think I only have like one picture. You know what? I think I can actually... Did you drink coffee? No. No, I didn't. I didn't drink coffee. It's been a while since the last time I actually drank a coffee. Drank coffee. Wait. Oh no. Now, wait. Ah, my camera is broken. Give me a moment. Because you're talking way too fast. It's as simple as because I miss you guys. Okay, I missed streaming, I missed talking, and let me fix my camera real quick. There we go. Okay, movement is fine. And yeah, I think I need to like edit this first. I was about to like draw on top of the thing, on top of this, but well, I guess I'm too lazy to do that, so you know what? It's okay. I'll stick with it. Wait, I need to like down. I wanted to show you guys the picture of the boot. Did you play Hollow Knight? I did, yes. I did play Hollow Knight. You know what? I will not post that. I guess I can actually show it to you here. Oh my god, I don't even know where to begin. There's a lot of things that I want to share with you. It's like, oh my god, it was such a really great experience, I would say. So fun. Wait. Wait, no. No. Oh, that is so big. Give me a moment. Why that is so big? Okay. I don't know if it's visible or not, but it should be visible, right? Big enough. It should be big enough. I think you guys can see it. So I guess I can start with the preparation first. So I know that I was about to stream last week. However, my merch, so like there was a little bit of, I wouldn't really say like a miscommunication. Maybe it was counted as a miscommunication. But basically, I wanted my keychain to be like 7 centimeters, 6 or 7 centimeters ish for the size. I know 6, 7, haha. No, that is not what I meant to do. Okay, but I want to have like a pretty, not that small of a keychain. I would say I want to have like a pretty big keychain. And then I already put a note to the manufacturer that I wanted this like this big, whatever. And then the test print, it was actually the perfect size. Okay, everything was good, and then Benny, hey, it was not part of the joke. Okay, it's just like, I mean, 5 centimeters would be too small, I would say. So 5 centimeters would be like 2.5 inch, I think, around that. So mine would be almost 3 inches, not actually 3, but maybe like 2.75 or roughly 3, I would say. And then I told the manufacturer when I ordered like the actual bulk stock that, so I want to be, you know, I want the size to be like this, the exact same with the test print, whatever, and then like this the side of the one that has the you know, the one that faced the acrylic, and then like the one that doesn't face the acrylic, blah blah blah. I already put everything as detailed as possible there. However, I feel like either they didn't read it or they didn't double check it, because the size that came, so like the actual item came to, was it 2 weeks? I think it was 2 weeks before the actual date of the convention, right? So it came, no, actually 2.5 weeks. Yeah. So if the first batch was not in the wrong size, I could have finished everything like a week before the convention was started. However, because of the, you know, like the miscommunication and stuff like that, I had to wait again. I had to like double check with the menu, like, oh, I'm so sorry, this is like way too small. Way smaller. Like if you compare it side by side with the test print acrylic or like keychain, you can actually see that it is different. The size is, I think I can actually show you guys, right? I think I have it somewhere here. Give me a moment. Wait, it's on a file. Is it a file? It was an image. I need to like scroll. I don't know if I still have that. Wait, give me a moment. Where was that? Was that in the DMs? Where was it? I'm just trying to look for it. Oh, there we go. Okay. I can. This will be big. Boom. See? So, supposedly, the size of the keychain that I wanted is the left one. I'm just gonna put it here. Okay. But when the actual item arrived, look at that. Like the size was different, right? It was 1 centimeter or 1.5 centimeters smaller than it should be. How long did it take you for you to do this? Like the actual preparation of like packaging and stuff, or including the drawing? Because you included the drawing, the test print, whatever it is. I started late January, early February, so 3 months-ish, including the drawing and stuff like that. And for packaging, funny enough, I finished it in like in total, maybe like 3 days. Or 3 nights, actually. Only nights. I only work at night because, like, I don't know, I feel really lazy to work in the afternoon. And then, yeah, I ended up always working at night. Well, not that night. Not that late, though. So, yeah. There was an issue with the sizing and stuff like that, so I had to wait another 1.5 weeks for the manufacturer to resend the items. And then I was like, oh my god. It started to make me panic, I'm not gonna lie, because it was starting to get close to the actual date of the convention, and I haven't really packed anything. I mean, I already packed the, you know, like the Sailor Moon and then the originals, but the holo keychains, they're like 70% of my stocks, right? Of the things, if you don't really count the stickers. So I was like, oh my god, I really need to work as fast as possible to like to prepare for everything. And yeah, when I decided to like not streaming last week, I was like, you know what, I need to log in. I really need to log in. I need to finish this as soon as possible, because I know on Friday I will need to do something else rather than preparing for like the con. I need to like prepare for the food for Saturday, because like it started from super early. And then I also know, you know, like a really good time management to make sure that I don't sleep super late, because I need to wake up pretty early. I think I woke up at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. I know, right? It's so early. And then we had to be in the venue around like 6 a.m. in the morning to start decorating the booth, setting up the booth, everything. And then yeah, it was actually pretty, not really hectic per se. I did take my time, but I will not count it as something that, oh yeah, it's like really how would you put it? I still have like a deadline, I would say, to finish or like to prepare for the whole thing. I also need to like what you call this again? I think I need to like zoom in a little bit to put the keychains on the display, you know, so that on the D-Day I don't really have to put it one by one. And then good thing, and I guess like one of the good things was I already prepared how the booth was gonna look like early April. Yeah, it was early April. So like when Mama Orca and Aunt Orca came here to the beach house, they kind of like helped me with making sure that I not really designed the booth, but I know what I need later on. So like it's like a mock-up of the booth, I would say. So yeah, we designed that and then I took a picture of it. So on the D-Day in the morning, on the first day, Hubby Orca and I, we actually were pretty fast. I think it took us like an hour or so. What took us super slow was that I forgot not to prepare like a cable ties behind the wired rack. So I had to like I had to think really fast. Okay, how do I tape this thing onto the grid rack or like wired rack? Or like wired grid? I don't know. I don't even know what the term is. Like the grid, I would say. And then yeah, we had to like be a MacGyver for 15 or 20 minutes or so just to put that, because on the left side, if you see, there's like a plastic on it, or like the grid was covered, so it was easier for me to just like paste the paper on that one. But the grid one, the one with the holes, yeah, it was kind of hard. Oh, hi Cynthia, welcome back. And also Sai, welcome back. Hi, welcome back. The booth for real looks so good. Thank you. I had a hard time, by the way. So the things that I needed for the booth, I started to buy them from late March. I was like, you know, looking around on our local, I guess like the Shopee, something like that, and then like our local, what's the name for it? Like an Amazon e-commerce, I would say. That's what you call them, right? And then there's a lot of shops that sells the grid, but I have a trust issue, okay? I have trust issues with those kind of shops that doesn't have any sales or maybe doesn't have any reviews. So I was like, okay, which shop is trustable so I don't waste money on this? So yeah, I had to like I had to buy several first, making sure that okay, how many parts or like how many grids do I need to make the booth. And then I was also trying to look for the board, the cork board, the brown board. Look at that. So yeah, it was a journey, I would say, like trying to look for the atoms, trying to design the booth several months before, trying to know what works and what not. And then the sticker rack, at first I only bought like a 3-tiered or 3-layered acrylic place, or like acrylic rack, but apparently I needed more, so I had to buy another one, like the 5-tiered ones. I was like, okay, well, yeah, I guess like it's a trial and error, because apparently the stickers were a little bit bigger than, well, not bigger than I wanted to be, but if you want to make it like look pretty cool and pretty, you know, clean, 3-tiered rack is not enough, so I need to look for like a 5-tiered one. Also, Star Baker, welcome back. You're not late, it's okay, just started anyway. Like, what, 20 minutes? You're good, you're good. It's better late than never anyway. So yeah. How are you though, guys? Who just came? And then, yeah, on Friday, so the event was on Saturday and Sunday, right? On Friday, I cooked, I prepared, I cut some apples for the next day, and then I cooked some fried rice because like I feel like fried rice would be a really good food, even to be eaten pretty cold, you know, because we don't really know when we will eat the food or like our lunch or brunch, whatever it is. So I also bought some snacks. I also bought bananas. Oh my god, I felt like I was preparing for a picnic. I'm not even preparing for a con, but I was preparing for a picnic. I bought apple, I bought bananas, I bought fried rice, I also bought some crackers, some chips. I also bought some like a wafer. It was so fun to prepare for that. So yeah. And I'm going to sleep. See you later. Okay, good night, Blake. Thank you for hopping in. Also, thank glutation. Thank you, the subs. But yeah. Thank you. And then I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The closer we were, or like it was on my end. The closer the day was to Saturday, I was starting to get panicked and nervous for some reason. I was like, oh no, what will happen if this happened? What will happen if that happened? You know, like starting to get overthinking and stuff like that. And I was like, no. I need to be, you know, I need to be positive. But still, I don't really put a lot of pressure to myself because I know that it will be good. So yeah, I was like, oh, I'm so nervous. What will happen if people, like, what will happen if no one is buying it? You know, stuff like that. Like, oh no, what if, like, my neighbor, the booth nearby me would be like, not good, or like, we won't, you know, we won't suit each other, whatever it is. I was like, oh wait, no. You should not think like that, Daphiel. Come on. And then I tried to sleep around 11 the night before because, you know, to be honest, I wanted to sleep earlier, but I couldn't. I guess like the nervousness got the better of me. It was so hard for me to sleep, and then I finally fall asleep. And then all of a sudden the alarm was like beep, 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 you know. The alarm came and I was like, oh my god, it's already 4. I want to sleep more. So I had to wake up, making sure everything. And Lily, welcome back. Hi. Also Kelly, welcome back. What's going on? Wait, I'm just catching up, by the way. I'm just catching up because last week I haven't really streamed, so I missed you guys. How are you? Hi, Nalabira, aka Lily. How are you? And then, yeah, the Saturday, the day that I've been waiting for months, finally came. And then we were like, okay, I wanna. You know, like sometimes when you put on makeup, you'd be like, oh yeah, this is like something like you go full armor, you know. It boosts your confidence. It also boosts your, what you call it again, like, I wouldn't really say persona but per se, but basically boosts you. And then, you know, like I wanna give the best war. Exactly. I was like, what kind of clothes I need to wear? Like, do I want to wear something short? No, I don't think wearing something short would be a good idea. Because I know I've been in the venue for several times, by the way. Not because of CF. Well, yeah, several times because of CF, but several times because of another event that was going on in the same venue. So I know how cold sometimes it is. And considering that it is, you know, early, not a lot of people, I already thought and I already guessed that it would be really cold, which apparently was true, and I was right. So I was like, okay, I need to wear something with a not really long sleeve, maybe like long pants, you know. So I ended up wearing, oh, I don't know what's the English word for this. Oh, it's I ended up using overalls. So like on day one, I was wearing brown overalls, and then the next day I was wearing blue overalls, but it was like long pants. So I was like, okay. And then I also brought kind of like a cardigan. It was not that thick because, you know, I thought it was gonna be cold, but not that cold. But then I was wrong. It was so cold. So yeah, I think it's almost no. I just started. So today is just chatting day. I won't be drawing. I will just yap. So let's just hope that my voice will stay strong until the end. You know, and yeah, I don't know if you guys can actually hear the difference of my voice, because I can't actually hear myself. I sound a little bit like, you know, stuffy nose and stuff like that. Overalls are so... I know, right? Oh my god, I love wearing overalls. I know it's a little bit of effort if you want to go to the bathroom, you know, because like technically you take it off everything from the top, but it looks so cute. I don't know, I just love overalls in general. So yeah. And then I was preparing for war, actually. And while I was like getting ready, you know, putting up makeups and stuff like that, and then Yorka was still sleeping until 5:30 or 5:55. I was like, damn, you guys are so... You guys are so lucky. You don't really have to take a long time to prepare and stuff like that. Meanwhile, us have to take a shower, have to wash our hair, have to, you know, dry the hair, and then like putting on makeup. The fastest it will be like 40 minutes, 45, maybe like 50 minutes. So I was like, ooh, that means I have to wake up earlier. So it must be, I know, right? It was so nice of him. Man, I wish that I could sleep until around 6. I couldn't. So yeah, we finally arrived on the venue around 6:30-ish, 6:40. It was still pretty early though. Well, the reason why I wanted to come early because, well, one, I need to set up the booth, right? I know that my booth was kind of small, not a lot of items, but at the same time, I don't really want to be rushed to do something because I hate getting rushed. And then I don't know, well, I've never opened a booth before, so I prefer to have like a longer time, or like, I guess like a safety time, I would say. I don't know, what do you call it? Basically, I don't want to be rushed, and I want to, if the re-registration for, you know, getting the exhibitor name tag and whatever it is takes a while, I want to be in the queue without having to panic, you know, because I don't like that. I was like, okay. Wipe their face with the same towel they used to dry their butt and just throw whatever's on. Exactly! And then using the 3-in-1 shower gel. Oh my god. And then like their hair, their skin are still good. Must be really nice. I feel like if I mentioned your previous Vtuber model, then I would get thrown in the shower. No. I mean, I still use the previous model sometimes. You're good. I don't hate it. I mean, they're cute. The Jiggly Tamiorka was cute. So yeah, we were finally done preparing it. I don't know if I can actually show my cursor. I don't think I can, right? So you see that little emote on top of the hi emote, and then the bubble decoration on the booth. It was a last minute idea that I had. I was like, you know what, maybe putting some kind of like decoration at the booth would be cute. I don't even know where to put them, by the way. All I was thinking was just like, okay, I need to have some decoration on the booth, but I do know where I want to put my logo on, because that's why I prepared like that one small grid on top. Meanwhile, yeah, the other decoration be like, you know what, I'll just think it on the D-Day. I don't even know where to put it. And then in the end, Javier kind of helped me on the placement. He was like, maybe if you put it there, if you put it here, it would be really good. Or maybe if you put it at the top. Or no, you know what, put it here. So he ended up helping with the quote-unquote aesthetic of the booth, which I was so grateful for. I was like, thank you. If, you know, if it were me, I will just like, maybe I will not use it because I don't even know where to put it. So yeah. And then we were waiting. So, wait. Oh, I gotta, it's like cropped off from the picture. But, so on top of the wall, you know how usually venues have those really big holes for air cons to blast into the venue? Imagine there's like 5 or 6 holes behind on top of the, you know, on top of the wall. And there's also some on your right, which for some reason the air kind of pointed to you. So like where we were sitting, it was as if we were getting blasted by AC from behind and from our right side. So that was one of the reason why I got this flu, because I didn't even, I wasn't expecting that cold. Okay, so yeah. It was still fun though. So like the first day, you know what? It was so funny because I legit thought the event started at 10 a.m. Because all this time, every single time I go to CF as a visitor, I always go in around like 10:30 or 11, almost 11, sometimes like 11, maybe 11:05, 11:10. Never before that, because I have to queue for the ticket redemption, whatever it is. So I didn't know, and I didn't read the, what you call that again, like the guide, that apparently the event started at 9:30. I was like, oh, so it started at 9:30. I thought it was starting at 10, but it's okay. I mean, we already finished the booth, by the way. And then we were like, do I want to walk around? No, I don't really want to walk around. So yeah. I had feeling rushed too. That's why I always try to... Exactly, same. That is so true. It's like, I don't know, feeling rushed to do something, especially early in the morning. It feels like, oh, please do not rush me. I'm trying to wake myself up. And I'm trying to, like, you know, work as best as I can with this sleepy ass brain. Please do not rush me. People cringe at their past work, and I think that's a sign they've become better. Wait, that's a sign or sigh that they've become better? Well, I mean, I wasn't the one who made the Orca model, but I wouldn't really say it's like a cringe one. It is actually cute. I like it though. It's so nice you could have your other half come help you. Yeah. Well, Mama Orca was about to come to help because I feel like the event organizer was actually pretty kind to give you 3 exhibitor passes just from half table. You know, so like the size of my table was like half 45 centimeters times 90 centimeters. I don't know in inches, I'm sorry, I don't have any measuring tape around me right now, so I don't know in what's those in inches. But yeah, basically have a table, 3 passes. So like if you buy the full table, you'll get 6 passes, which I would say it's a lot. You know, it's a lot. And then you can also buy additional passes, which, like for example, you have a lot of items and you need a lot of helpers. That's also possible. And then Mamorka was about to come here to help, but then, you know, some things happened, so she couldn't really go here. I was like, it's okay. She actually felt bad. I was like, oh, she really, really wanted to come. I was like, it's okay, Mom. You're good. Like, next time. Maybe next time. Not now, maybe next time. It's okay. It's totally fine. So, yeah. I was really, really, really grateful that Javierka wants to help me, even though both of us got sick from the first day. And then like after the second day, it was also really tiring, you know? So, yeah. I guess like it's something that I would count it as my privilege, you know? Having people to support me. Pretty good deals for small artists that want to share. Oh yeah. I mean, even with this, I think half table you can share with. Ooh, I don't remember the maximum of people that you can share it with, or like how many artists you can share, but you can definitely share even half a table, which I would say like it's a really, really good thing to do, especially for small artists or like people who want to start, you know, or maybe for the first timer like me who doesn't really have a lot of items and maybe they wanna, you know, they wanna have a lesson burden from the booth price, you know, because like, well, for both days, if you handle it for yourself, I would say it is a little bit on, well, not that expensive, but it's, I would still count it as a little bit expensive. So yeah, sharing a table is really a good idea. Also, my nose is itchy. Give me a moment. This is what happens if I stream and I don't feel well. Either my nose is itchy or my throat hurts. I guess a good thing that I didn't get cough. I only got flu. So only runny nose, and that's it. Then, yeah, first day. Oh my god, I was actually surprised. I thought that the first day would be around 20,000 people. That was like my expectation, okay? So it's like, if I open a booth, at least it's like 20, well, let's say maybe 10,000 people will look at my booth, you know, like, oh, there's someone with this kind of friend, whatever it is, or maybe like, you know, they might take the name card and stuff like that. No. The first day, it was 40,000. Double my expectation. I was like, 40K? Holy shit. I was not expecting that big of a number, but yeah. I didn't even notice the amount of visitors that came on the first day was that huge. Because what I noticed was the alley in front of me, it was jam-packed with people at one point. Well, not at one point, several times in like what, 9 hours or so. I was like, holy shit. I'm pretty sure the size of the alley was already bigger than the previous cons, and it is still full of people? How many people are there in the venue, and then apparently, yeah, on day 2, I got the info that 40k people came on the first day. I was like, holy shit! No wonder the alleys were like so jam-packed with people. And then I saw a lot of cool cosplays. Man, people who cosplays on the cons, they are, oh my goodness, they look so good. I swear. And then there's also a lot of fandoms that I never heard of, like the Minecraft YouTube fandom, and then there's also, I don't really know what the actual fandom was, but they have like names on top of their head, and then some of them be like, there's a rainbow bird or something like that. I don't really know, but something around there. Where's the chicken noodle soup? Chicken noodle soup? I don't have that. What do you mean? Also, back to the welcome back. Have a gorgeous day, you too. So, oh my god, my nose is so itchy. Ah! Too crazy. Holy shit. Give me a moment. It's like, the itchiness is different from when I eat like a not fresh chicken or something like that. Weeb culture is booming. Either that or I don't know, maybe it can be. So I mean, I was really grateful though. A lot of people who came to the booth, who buy the items, they were nice people. For both days, there weren't any issues or any problems with the customers and stuff like that. I guess like I'm lucky enough to have good customers, I would say. Because once the event was done, oh my god, the amount of people complaining about like rude customers and stuff like that are a lot. I was like, oh my god, I'm so glad none of them kind of tainted my first experience in the artist alley. So yeah. How was it to meet and talk to people that bought things, and what did you talk about, and what are some interesting things? It was actually really nice though, because like most of them, the one who went to my booth, they are Holo fans. And they know the characters, okay? Well, there are still some people who like, oh my god, who's this character? And then, well, of course, I was like, oh yeah, so this is the EN members, this is like the ID members, blah blah blah. And then there was like one customer who wanted to buy like Nerissa and Liz stickers. I was like, oh, a Blood Raven, let's go. And then she was like, I don't even know. Wait, I don't remember if it was a he or she. Let's just call it they. All I remembered was our conversation. Oh, thank you for the super. Are you a sea shorty or a tall tide? I'm not that tall, but I'm not that short. I would say I'm a medium. But thank you, Paved. Thank you. Thank you for the super. Also, Jade, welcome back. Thank you. Welcome back. Nice to see you again. My nose is so itchy again. Ugh. But yeah, I don't know. Like talking to people. It's like, thank you for buying, and then giving them freebies, and then like some of them also did art trades with me. I was like, oh my god, this is so fun. You know what, as an extrovert, I will say, even though physically I was tired, mentally I was happy. I was happy as hell. I was like, oh my god. Okay, I know that I was not talking to a lot of people because, I was like, sales was decent enough, but definitely way more than what I expected, which was nice, I would say. But yeah, being able to talk to people, being able to like know new artists, meet new artists, like, you know, getting to know my booth, not really booth neighbor, I would say, my neighbors, the people behind me, because I was at the corner, and then like the neighboring booth right next to me. I was like, oh, this is so fun, being able to talk to like other Holo fans in real life, like actually talking to them. It's like, oh yeah, about this, like, oh yeah, so who's your Oshi? And then like, oh, I'm a Ruffian. And then they were like, ooh, blah blah blah, and then like, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I was trying to be like, well, not really trying to be polite as I can. No. It's more like trying to gauge, you know, what kind of person they are from their face, from like how they interact with other people. So I was like, how to start a conversation without being weird. I was like, you know what? Because I have a name card. You know what? Let's exchange some name card. Exchanging name card would be a really good idea. So that's what we did, and then after that, you know, we ended up talking a lot, and then sharing how long it took us to prepare for the con, and then like whatever. It was actually really fun, super fun. And then like also met amazing artists, cosplayers. I was like, oh wow, this is the type of experience that I will not get anywhere else other than anime convention, I would say. So yeah, there was also I still remember there was like a family of 3, and then the little kid. I know it's been like a hot topic whether kids or like minors should be in the anime convention or not, because like sometimes, you know, people are selling R18+ items and stuff like that. But I will say, you know, this family was pretty wholesome, because I remember the little kid, the girl, saw the Ollie keychain, and then she was like, oh my god, she has Ollie, whatever. I was just like staring at the girl, smiling, because I know, trying not to be too engaging to the customers, because sometimes, you know, they don't really want to get talked to. I was like, okay, it's okay. And then I also remembered the mom be like, you want that one? And then the girl be like, the girl nodded enthusiastically. It's like, yes, I want that one. And then the mother be like, okay, how much is that? I was like, oh yeah, sure, thank you for your purchase. It was so funny. It was actually so wholesome though, like seeing kids who have parents who actually support their kids' hobbies, or like what they like, or at least they want to learn what their kids like, you know. It feels like, wow, that is actually amazing. Because I know not a lot of people are lucky enough to have parents like that or families like that. So being able to see one with my own eyes right in front of me, it was like, that is so cool. That is so nice. Also, Dima, welcome back. How are you? I'm actually doing good. I wouldn't really say well because my nose is so itchy. Well, at least my nose is not runny. At least. So yeah. Also, Jenny, welcome back. That is so cute. I know, right? Very cute. Thank you for another super. Thank you, Paved. Holy. A medium marine. Oh, I like that. Medium marine. I like that. Well, vet, have a good day. Yeah. I am actually having a good day. I actually had my breakfast brunch. I still have my food, by the way. I still have my snacks here. I don't know if you can hear it. And then I have my porridge because I don't really in the mood of eating. I bought a porridge. And then there's also like a bread bun, whatever it is, right next to me. So yeah, I also have my drinks here. So Cactus, welcome back. Hi, how are you? Being surrounded by fellow Holo fans in person. Exactly. All of them are actually wholesome. I'm not gonna lie. Well, I think like this is also the first time I actually engaged in a community-based place, I would say. Usually I don't really talk a lot about my hobby because I know that my hobby is like not the quote-unquote normal hobby that people like, you know, like watching anime and stuff like that. And even if they are watching anime, it doesn't mean that they know Vtubers, you know? Because Vtuber is like a whole different rabbit hole that people need to actually jump around to, not really jump around, jump into to actually understand about that. I was like, you know what, being able to talk about the things that I love without having any restrictions, and I know that the other person I'm talking to also know what I meant, is so nice. It is just like so nice. It was, oh my god, I don't know, man. I was just happy. I was so happy. So like the booth behind me, all of them are, so like the 4 of them are takodachis or like fans of Ina. And then my left one, she's a Kobo fan. So I was like, oh my god, I'm surrounded by Holo fans, I'm so happy. So yeah, it was actually so nice though. I want to relive the experience again, if I can. Doing well, how about you? I'm also doing good. Still recovering from a flu, but I'm all better, I hope. So yeah. Seeing people get excited about your work too. Yeah! Well, for the originals, I know that I'm setting it like a little bit on the expensive side, because like, give me a moment, okay? My nose is like itchy. I put it like 70k. I know if I convert it to like USD, it'll be really cheap, but let's just... I don't really know the price range for epoxy keychain, but I'm selling it for like around 4 USD. I know, it's really cheap, I know, but in our, you know, in our currency, it's not. It's on like a little bit higher up for a keychain. But then you also get free art print. I think I can actually show you. Wait. I wonder if I can actually show this. Oh yeah, I think I can. I'll just crop my face. Agno, welcome back! It's been a while, I know, right? It's been a while. How are you though? This is a good experience. I came back and I saw Happy. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Yes. 10 out of 10. I would recommend going back to opening a booth again. Baron, hello! How are you? Wait, give me a moment. What if I do... Let's hope that I don't dox myself. How do I... How... Wait. I don't really want to dox myself. Let's see if this works. Okay, it should be working now. Yeah, I cropped it. Let's see if this works or not. Oh my god, okay. Almost doxed myself, what the frick? That is scary. Okay. I don't want 100 free pizza. Wait, what? I mean, I'm down for a free pizza, but 100? Damn. Okay, I can change the photo now. Okay, I need to like crop it. I'm so sorry, because I haven't covered the side photos. I'm so sorry. So you can actually see my clothes there. Anyway, so yeah, if you guys are part of the membership or like the pod family, you can actually get the wallpaper version for those little prints on top of the corkboard. So by the way, join the membership, okay? So yeah, if I was like putting as a bundle, if you're buying the originals, then what you call it again? Like you can get the art print and stuff like that. So yeah, and apparently there are people who actually liked the original version or like original merchandise of mine. I was like, thank you very much. I was so happy with that. I was like, wow, people are actually liking this, not only holo items, but like, the funny thing was, there was like several people when they actually, you know, they were they were pointing at the first, or not the first, you know, like the third one, the chibi version of my model. So they were like, oh my god, this is so cute, but I don't know, what character is this? I was like, well, that's my Vtuber model, question mark. And they were like, oh my god, that is so cute. I was like, I'm blushing, thank you. So yeah, I was like, hi, yellow, yeah, that's me. Exactly, that is actually my reaction. It's like, oh yeah, that is me. That's my Vtuber model. It was so funny, and it was not only one person. There was like several of them. So yeah, because doxing. Well, I mean, the doxing was not the location, but the fate. So yeah. It's so funny. So many local artists I follow went to Comifuro, and when they share their booth location, I always comment, bro doesn't know they're in the presence of Daphiel. Oh my god. Some reply with a question mark, I died. They don't know the small orca there. It's okay. I mean, considering the amount of booths, you know, that opened there was around 1200. I think knowing, unless you're a mutual, knowing someone else, or like you're really popular and big, it's pretty impossible to know who joined there. It's like a lot and so big. I guess that kind of makes sense. You got a cool looking booth. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah. And then on the first day, it was so funny though. So on the first day, there was a customer from like an international. I remember he was from Malaysia. And then he was like, he actually showed his phone screen to me, and then he was like, so do you have this kind of characters? Because I know that they're whole life. I was like, yeah, it's this one, and this one. And then he was like, oh, okay, I'll take those 3. I was like, okay. I was not ready for that. Okay, big spender. And then he was like, I'm so sorry, I don't really know who these are, but my boss, she loves this character and asked me to, you know, to to buy these items for her because she cannot go to, you know, she cannot go to the event and stuff like that. I was like, that is wow. And then apparently, like, I could remember he was holding like a huge bag. I don't know how, maybe it's like a full bag of merch, maybe. It was so funny though. I still remember the conversation, and then he was like, oh my god, yeah, I need to look around more for like these characters, like good luck. So yeah. The booth looks very white. Yeah, well, I don't know if you guys ever seen this website before. So there's like a wait. Oh, there's this website called Artist Booths. It's from US, I would say. They do ship globally, but I don't really want to spend a lot for something that I just started with, you know? I wanted to find like a purple themed booth because, you know, my theme, my brand is like purple, and then it looks pretty cool and doesn't really look pretty, quote unquote, bland, I would say. But then the only colors that they have here is like black, white, pink, blue. Like light blue and light pink, baby pink, baby blue. I was like, well, you know what? I don't think black will work well with my setup. The colors also doesn't work well. Pink, no, I do not like pink. I'm so sorry. Blue, I don't know. Will blue be a good idea? But then, like, when I look at the e-commerce shop where I wanted to buy the grids, the only available colors back then was white and pink and black. No blue at all. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pick the pink. I mean, the white. It's okay. White is like pretty neutral color anyway, so all good. So yeah. That's one of the reasons why the booth ended up being white instead of blue. Oh yeah, the blue is like exactly like the booth next to me. That's how the blue looks like. So I don't think it suits the purple. Boss is chill like that, exactly. So yeah, and then day one ended up with us. Javiorca got like a really bad headache, so we had to like close the booth around 20 minutes earlier than the closing time, but it was okay. I mean, there's day 2 anyway. So we went home earlier. I couldn't even cook preparing for Sunday. All I did was just like take off my shoes, kick off my shoes, take a fast shower, and then I sleep. Cause that night my nose was runny so bad. I had to like sleep with a tissue plugged in one of my nostrils. It was that bad. And then I was actually feeling a little bit feverish. I was like, no, please do not get sick, please. I still have one more day from early day, or like, you know, not that early, but like, you know, a full day to stay at the booth. And then I remember, I think I did say I'm gonna crash that night, right, at Discord, and then after that I actually slept until 6 AM in the morning. Good thing that, you know, we could leave the items for the second day without having to take off the grids, the display. We can leave it there like that, just cover it with kind of like a cloth or something like that. So yeah, we could go to the venue a little bit later than the first day. Well, what I meant by a little bit later was like 1.5 hours later, not that early. I mean, not that late, but not that early, I guess. It was actually pretty good. And then, because I couldn't prepare for, you know, food at all, we had to buy our food for the second day, but it was fine. Like, the food was pretty decent, I would say. Not that good, but not that bad. Pretty okay. And then I remember on the second day, I was about to walk around, you know, like looking for, not really looking for booth, but I want to know what, or like how other people's booth. But then I think because it was still a little bit early, because you know the event starts at 9:30, and then I was walking around like at 8. For some reason, people were still closing their booth, even though it's like around 8:30. I was like, okay, so all I see was just cloths covering the booths. Nothing else. So I ended up eating, having my breakfast, starting to get ready. On the second day though, because we learned how cold the venue was on the first day, even though there were like 40k people inside, or like more. I brought a jacket. I brought a hoodie. Well, basically a jacket with a hoodie, and then Javier also wears like a sweater. Even though outside was so freaking hot, we don't care. All we care was like, because we will be inside of the venue for like 9 or 10 hours or so, I want to be warm. I don't want to get cold, bro. I just want to be warm. And then at least it worked. Not as, even though the AC was still blasting like crazy, because of the hoodie, because of like, you know, a little bit thicker clothes kind of helped us not feeling too cold. So yeah. You like the booth? Thank you, Jade. How's live? Pretty well, I would say. Unknown. Other than the flu, I mean, it's been a while anyway since I got a flu, a long while. So yeah. Other than that, I'm good. I'm actually really happy. Like the euphoria after the art con is still there. So yeah. Oh my god. Dressed for winter. Yeah! It was like a sweater and then like a full-on... Well, it wasn't really like a jacket. It's more like a poncho, but it has hoodie on it. Because like for a poncho, it's like a blanket but with hoodie, which is really nice, I would say. And it did help. Basically, as long as we didn't get blasted by the wind, we were fine. Even though it's like cold, it's okay. But you know how uncomfortable it is when air is just like blasted at your back or like at your neck. Yeah. Well, for me, just doing fun, I'm gonna do an app that oh, you're making another app? Let's go. Wow. But yeah, on second day it was definitely less customer, like less visitors in total, because the what you call that again, the alley in front of me, the alley next to me wasn't jam-packed with people like the first day. So definitely less. Well, not way more less, but definitely less, and definitely way more cool and chill, I would say. Like more relaxing than the first day, because the first day was really hectic. And then somehow on the second day, I saw a lot more kids. Teenagers, I would say. Like 14, maybe 13. cosplaying with their friends. It was actually really funny. You know what? There was like a Anya cosplayers in Anya from Spy Family, and it was an actual kid. I was like, oh, that is so cute. So yeah, well, not kid per se, a teenager, but on a shorter range. So somehow it suits, you know, like they look really cute. Shorty. I guess you can call it that, yeah. But I don't know, their choice for being Anya works well, really well. And then I also saw several families with their kids. The kids, several of them, like the daughters, they were cosplaying. Meanwhile, the parents, you know, the mom and the dad, they were just like following the kid, holding their hands, making sure that, you know, they didn't get lost or something. I don't know. I feel like, yes, maybe sometimes those kind of cons doesn't really suit the minors, but again, seeing parents supporting their kids, it's just like, wow, you know, a really good one. And then I also saw, oh, there was, oh my god, you know how my knowledge with cosplayers or like with other stuffs are kind of non-existing. So maybe like the only cosplayers that I know are maybe not a lot. Only Taotan, and then there's also some local cosplayers that I know because they were like really famous. But yeah, I didn't know the cosplayers that were going to Comifuro. Basically that. And then it was so funny because there was like this one cosplayer. Oh my gosh, she was so pretty. Oh my god, I was like, damn. Her costume, her face, the wig, everything. It was just like, damn. So good. And then I really didn't know that she was a professional cosplayer. I just thought that she, you know, like she just go to the convention just to have fun. Because I remember the two of them were walking, well, like, you know, like looking around, and then as soon as she saw my booth, she stopped and then just like turn right, making like a really hard turn, like, okay, I need to go to that booth right now. I was like, okay. And then she was talking English. I was like, oh, I'm guessing she's not from here, judging from the accent and stuff like that. Also, hi, welcome back. Hi. Am I late with the CF stories? No. I'm still going on, so you're good. I'm still yapping about it, so you're good. How's your day though, hi? And then she was like, oh yeah, I want Narissa, and then I also want basically she was buying like 3 keychains. I was like, okay, thank you. And then I really had to compliment her costume because her cosplay was so pretty. I was like, by the way, your cosplay, the costume, you look so pretty. And she was like, thank you. Yesterday I was cosplaying as Narissa. I was like, oh really? I still didn't know that she was a big cosplayer, by the way. That was so stupid of me. I was like, and she was like, yeah, thank you. And then we had a little bit of, you know, talk with her because of nerves and stuff like that. And then when I was packing, I accidentally heard that she was talking with her companion in Thai. I was like, oh, she's a Thai? She's from Thai? Come to CF? Okay. And then I was like, okay, thank you, bye-bye. That night, I was like telling this story to my friend, and then he was like, wait. I think I know which cosplayer you're talking about. I was like, oh, okay. And then he actually gave me like the Twitter of the cosplayer. I was like, yeah, this is the one that she cosplays. And I didn't know that she's a big cosplayer. I was like, okay. Wow. It's like the shock was so late until that night. To the one I don't even know. So you met an actual big cosplayer and she liked your booth. Apparently so. I'm so happy. So yeah. It was, I don't know, it was like a nice experience, I would say. There was like one time, I don't know why. There was a guy, a visitor though. He wanted to take a photo of something. And then he was using a backpack. The backpack was not that big, but like a normal backpack, but maybe he kind of forgot that there's a booth behind him. So he was like, keep going back, you know, to the point that he actually moved the booth. My booth kind of like got moved to the left. I was like, hello? Excuse me, you're pushing my booth, sir. What you're doing is really dangerous. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. But yeah. And, well, I guess like my experience was the people, even though they didn't buy the merch, they were actually polite enough to like, oh yeah, oh my god, do you mind if I take pictures of your merch? I was like, sure, it's okay. But I mean, at least they asked me first, you know, like not really secretly taking pictures of my merch and stuff like that. I was like, sure, I don't mind. Same thing happens to me. Someone was cosplaying a warlord from Warhammer 40k and he had a good chat. Bro apparently is the #1. See, it's like, this is how I feel though. If you don't know who you're talking to, your reaction and then like everything was actually genuine because you don't know who they are. If that makes sense to you. Because like, oh yeah, you're talking to another fan, and usually that kind of what you call that again, like conversation and then like the interaction was actually genuine because both of you don't know who you are, and yeah, it's like just fan to fan talking about what they like. That's it. Keep pushing your booth. I know, right? He wasn't pushing the table because the table was actually long, but because like the booth is kind of like small, I would say, so it was pushable. I was like, bro, you're dangerous. Your bag is dangerous. I'm actually glad that there was nothing, and I actually left like a little bit of space, maybe like almost 10 centimeters at the edge. So basically my booth is not actually at the edge of the table, because if I actually did that, I'm pretty sure the amount of people accidentally, you know, hit the booth or maybe shouldered the booth or maybe like, you know, I don't know, because like, well, again, the alley was jam-packed with people, so it really makes sense. You don't really know your surroundings anyway, because like there's a lot of people, so it kind of makes sense, especially if you're using cosplay. It sounds like it was going pretty well. I'm so happy for our orc leader. It was hot. It was actually really fun though. So again, like I said earlier, I guess like I'm I will count this as I'm pretty lucky with the customers that I had. None of them were crazy annoying and rude, which, you know, considering the amount of dramas and stuff, complaints that people are saying on Twitter, yeah, I would consider myself pretty lucky with this. It's like, I mean, I don't know. I'm okay with people just asking, you know? It's like, if you don't want to buy, it's okay. But again, I'm really glad that no one actually badmouths my art in front of me. It's like, I don't really care if you badmouth me far away. It's okay, but at least could you please not do this in front of me? Because apparently those kind of things actually happen to several artists, which I really feel bad about. That is crazy though. Like, you know, the audacity to actually say bad things in front of the artist, in front of their booth. Like, bro, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to draw like that, right? So, yeah. I just stopped by, so goodbye. I'll research some stuff. Okay, see you next time. Thank you, Dong, for stopping by. Good luck with your project. Sounds fun. The app for... what you call it again? The app for artists? Yeah, good luck with that. Speaking of cosplay, I'm gonna cosplay for the first time for an event on Saturday. Ooh, good luck! Sounds fun. What are you cosplaying as? Let me drink, by the way. Well, now I'm jealous I cannot go. There will be, I mean, there's always next time. CF23 is already announced. So, yeah, I do want to join again. But let's see if I can. Baron cosplaying as Mikochi? Ken Kaneki minus the white. Who's Ken Kaneki again? Oh. Oh, you're gonna have the red eye too? How would you? I mean, there's a contact lens for that. TBD. Hello, welcome to the beach house. Morning, evening, afternoon. Kaneki from Hall? Wait, no. Tokyo Pool? Isn't he like really popular though? Oh wait, which Ken Kaneki you gonna cosplay as? The one with the black hair with the covered eye? Like the normal version of Kaneki? And then, oh, there was like this whole discourse about how this Comifuro, there's like a lot of normies and stuff like that. Well, I have my own well, not really 2 cents, but I have my own experience with that. I don't know if I will say this one particular customer is a normie or not, but okay. This is actually so funny though. I was like, I don't know. Maybe I was so tired, so I was like, you know what, whatever. So at the end of the second day, we were about to close. Okay, so the event starts at 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. right? So 6:00 customers have to go out from the venue so that the exhibitors can take off their display, whatever it is, clean up basically. So it was, I still remember, it was like 5:40, 5:45-ish. So Habirka was there. He was preparing to, like, you know, starting to rip off the whole grid. Not really rip off, but like, you know, taking off the grid and stuff like that, so that we can clean up pretty fast, whatever. And then I also started to, like, you know, take off the... If you see the picture on the left, I don't know if I can actually zoom in. I think I can. Yeah. So there's this, like, the follow us and then, like, pay here thingy. I'm covering my own self, but... So yeah, I took that off because, you know what, it's okay. People... I will still give people the freebies anyway. And then I also take off the high emote, and then, like, I took off the bubble. What else? I started to take the name card back, and then, like, basically starting to take the items one by one. And then there was this lady. She's I'm guessing that she's a mom of 3, because there was also, like, 3 teenagers, 1 girl, 2 guys. Maybe, like, roughly 15 or 16 years old-ish. Not that young, not that old. And then the mom, she saw the Sailor Moon. So, like, my Sailor Moon keychain, there was, like, only one left, the one at the display. So I was like, oh, you want this one? Because there's only one of this. And then it sold out, you know, like, the last piece. And then I have to take it from the display. And they were like, okay, sure. And then she actually, you know, take a look at the originals. And then she was like, oh, this is so cute! Oh my god! I was like, thank you. Would you also want this one? And then, you know, at first, the interaction was actually really normal, because she was like, oh, but I don't know the character. Oh, it's me. It's me. It's like my Vtuber model, like the chibi version. And then I also, you know, like show the lady about my name card and then stuff like that. I was like, oh my god, so cute. And then what came out from her mouth was something that I was not expecting. And then she was like, oh, well, I mean, can you give me for like 50k? I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. You will get a free art print though if you buy it for like 70k. And then this is also an epoxy, and then the size is also really big. And then she was like, oh, come on, give me 50. It's okay. I'll buy 2 of them. I'll buy the Sailor Moon and also like this one. Like, it's so cute. And then keeps touching the, you know, like the the display. I was like, oh, and then exactly, bargain hunting at the closing hour. I was like, you know what? It's like, what, 15 minutes left, 10 minutes left until the closing anyway. And I still have like one left, one of the slot left. I was like, you know what? Whatever. 50, take it. I'm too tired. Yeah, I was not expecting that, by the way. Because I feel like it's a common sense and a common knowledge not to bargain at any art convention, right? Bargaining, okay, unless if you're like, so you buy a lot of stuffs, there's a possibility that the seller or like the booth owner or the artist will give you a discount. But it's not something that you ask for it. It's something that you get for free, or like you don't really ask for that, right? So I was like, and then because I was so tired and I was like, you know what, just whatever. remember the art print? I think I can actually show you this art print, the two of them. And then I was like telling her to choose, right? So because one keychain equals one art print. And then she was like, oh, so cute, both of them so cute. And then I can feel that she cannot choose between the two of them. And well, technically I printed more anyway. So I was like, you know what? Take both of them. Take both of them. It's okay. I'm kind of right now because it's closing time. So just take it. I'm so tired. So yeah, she ended up buying like two keychains and then like got two art prints. And then she was like, oh, it's okay, because the keychain, the Sailor Moon keychain was there's only one on the display. I had to like pack it again, right? Because you know there wasn't enough time to me for the pack it. And then she was like, oh, it's okay, you don't really have to pack it, it's okay, I need to like look around again before the venue closes, so it's okay. All I need is like the keychain. And then you know what, I was like, I already prepared the packed keychain, basically the stock keychain that I had from behind the booth, the original one. She actually took, she almost took the one from the display. I was like, wait, I have this one. I have the one that's already packed, so you're good, you can put that back on the display, thank you very much. I was like, man. Ladies, or like moms in general, or like, I don't know, I wouldn't really say they're Karen, no, it's like basically old ladies, maybe like 40s, 50s, around those age. I was like, damn, okay. Well, I'm kind of glad that it's closing anyway, because apparently there are a lot of booths, a lot of artists had to experience the same thing where people are bargaining at their booth, but it was not at the closing, at the closing time. So it was like, oh, come on, give me like a discount, whatever, which a lot of the time it kind of rubs people in the wrong way, because like, dude, okay, art is a luxury, right? If you don't want to buy it, if it's out of your budget, you don't really have to buy it, right? So yeah, it's like watching at Twitter, people are complaining about it. I was like, that actually happened to me. It was so funny though. So yeah, maybe I could actually count that as like a negative experience, but personally I found it funny. I actually found it funny because it was something that I was not expecting at all. Asked for a discount, for a bargain at the end of the closing time. I was like, okay. So yeah, well, that was an experience, such an experience. Lady, just get out of my hair. Exactly. Once saw a father and his 3 daughters cosplay as the professor and oh really? The guy's dead inside. Wait, that is actually so cute though. That is so cute. That's why some people put non-negotiable price at their booth. Yeah, that is actually so, like, not really, it's a nice thing to add to your booth, but I just thought that it was a common knowledge, general knowledge in art convention, art related stuff, that you're not supposed to, negotiate or bargain about it. So yeah, well, I guess that's just how quote unquote normies. I don't know. Would you call them normies though? But or maybe like people who are not really into the art world, if that makes sense to you. So yeah. Not a lot of things happened on day 2 though. I ended up networking, if you can call it networking, with people around my booth, talking to them. It was actually really fun. Talking about like, so the booth next to me, his friend, he's part of like the Holo ID community staff, whatever it is, and I actually had fun talking with them. You know, like talking about Holo, talking about like certain knowledge that only the community knows. I was like, okay, I guess I'm pretty lucky to be here. To know about people, and yeah. And I would say, because like my booth neighbor, he was also a first timer, but he went with his friend, so like they are sharing a booth. So it was actually nice, you know, having a neighbor. Both of us were like newbie in the boothing era or convention thingy, and then we kind of like exchanging our knowledge regarding like vendor or maybe like art and stuff like that. It was actually really nice. And then I'm also pretty lucky that my neighbor is the type of person who's really clean, I would say. You know, like there are some people who have their items like everywhere on the floor, their items like the luggage, the boxes are like cluttered everywhere. But no, my neighbor's so clean. He actually puts everything under the table, and then yeah, it was actually really nice. I don't know, like the whole experience from day 1 until day 2, from the beginning until the end, I guess like 99% of them are actually really nice. Like super nice. So it's like straight up, as soon as the convention is like done, we're like, Otsu, so nice, oh my god. And then like at that moment I was like, you know what, I want to join this again. I really want to go here again to meet new people, to know more artists. It's just like, I don't know. Either it's part of networking, or it's just like knowing that there are people who have the same, the same hobby as you, the same interest as you, and then like it's really easy for you to connect with each other because you have the same interest. The topic that you're talking about is like, you know, connecting really easy and stuff like that. Also, Spider, welcome back, or welcome. Welcome to the beach house, morning, evening, afternoon. Not just in art conventions, just any convention. Saw someone try to negotiate a Gundam down to an unreasonable price. Bro got kicked out. I feel like, yeah, it's like isn't it unspoken rule where you should you must not negotiate? Because there's no actual rule about that, right? But it's like as soon as you go to any convention, you would know that the price is fixed price. You should not try to negotiate, right? For me, it's 2:46. Wait, morning? AM or PM? Because if it's AM, ooh, it's really late. It's great that in the end you had what sounds like an amazing time and wanted to go back. Yeah, Like what I said, physically I was tired, like tired. At the end of the day too, my back hurts, and that night I couldn't even. So like when I laid, lying down on my bed. I couldn't even move to the side, you know, like my thighs, my calves, my back, lower back hurt so bad, as if like I've been walking, even though I didn't even walk a lot, by the way. I was just like standing, sitting, standing, sitting, eating, standing, sitting, eating, peeing, drinking. That's what I did for 9 hours, but I was tired. But then mentally and emotionally, it was overflowing. I was happy. So yeah, I want to go back if possible. I want to open booth with my friends if possible. I don't know if it's possible or not, but yeah, let's see about that, because the next CF would be on 31st October until 1st of November, so let's see about it. I'm sure you're pretty nervous for no reason. Well, I mean, there's a reason for it though. It was my first time, so I guess like it's pretty normal, I would say, to be nervous, I guess. So yeah, it would be weird though if I'm not nervous. Were you going to the CF alone? Well, I opened the booth as a solo artist, yes, but I went with hubby Orca, so the two of us were behind the booth. Because I know that I will not be able to do it alone. Like, you know, just in case I need to go to the bathroom, I need to get maybe like to buy drinks, or maybe buy food on the day too, which actually happened. Oh yeah, and we also need to like trade the parking ticket, because you know how certain places the parking fee is like counted in per hour? So yeah, the venue is also that kind of place, which sucks, I would say. So yeah, we had to quote unquote not really exchange the parking ticket, but kind of like registered that, hey, we're an exhibitor, we will buy it like with this fare that you already decided, and then like no matter how long with it we are there, we will pay the fixed price. So yeah, the problem with unspoken rules is that less and less people have shame now. True, I guess you're right. I mean, the so-called common sense nowadays are not so common anymore, so I guess you're right, yeah. Unspoken rules, they need to be written now. That sucks. By the way, don't forget to hydrate. Oh my god, I've been yapping for like almost 2 hours. Can you believe that? But yeah, I was also happy because I could meet my mutuals. So yeah, it was so fun. Like being able to meet them again. Then there's also meeting some of the moods for the first time. It was so nice. It was like, oh, you're beep, you know, like, and then like, yeah, I'm, yeah, and then like so fun. It's like, good luck, and thank you. And then we did some art trades, which was really fun. Do you have any cool art or merch to show off? Ooh, wait, I do have a picture of, wait. I have a picture of my, I wouldn't really say loots per se, but I will count that as loot because, well, a lot of them are freebies anyway, like from art trades and stuff like that, but I was just gonna ask if you know anybody in CF. I do have one mutual that opened a booth again. Where's the picture? I didn't know where her... Wait. Did I not send it? Ah, there you go. And then it was an accident. It was so funny though, because she was walking past my booth, and then she actually backtracked, walking backward with the neck be like, you know, like trying to look who's behind the booth, and I was like, oh, hey, we meet again. It was so funny. Wait, I can show you the loot. Okay, here's the loot of both days. Oh, yeah, both days. You were at CF yesterday? I was! Both days! I actually opened a booth. Also, Daphiel, welcome to the beach house. So, the cookie! Oh my god, I was so happy doing art trades with people because I don't know, some art trades, they're so creative, you know? Jane! Welcome! Welcome, Raiders! Hi! Get baked! Thank you, Jane, for the raid. Welcome, welcome! Welcome, Raiders! Welcome, Dobros! Welcome, Jyster. Hi! Give me a moment. There you go. Gray, welcome back. Hi, Splishy, welcome back too. Get baked. Ooh, the smell of, you know, freshly baked cookies. Let's go. And then mixed with the smell of sea salt, sea water. How did I not see your booth? I literally walked around every booth for... Are you sure? Well, my booth was like kind of small anyway, and I was like at the L? So, yeah, L37A. It was pretty close to the toilet area. Not that close, but pretty close, I would say. This is me after I went to a convention and said, I don't want to overspend. Well, okay, here's the thing. A lot of them were actually art trades. And the only thing that I spent on are the Fuwamoko stickers. So... these are like the name cards plus freebies that the booth neighbor and then like the booth behind me actually gave me. I was like, yo, you, oh my god, thank you. So I was not expecting anything, by the way. I was just like, hi, can we exchange name card? And then they were like, yeah, sure. And then they gave me freebies. I was like, thank you. And then of course, you know, I mean, I do have freebies when when there are people who want to do art trade, but of course I will give you freebies. What do you mean? How's your stream though, Jane? What are you? Wait, today is Tuesday. I think you're playing it. Were you playing or were you working? I remember. I think you were working, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, you're managing a tavern. How's the tavern goes? Sea salt cookies kind of sound good. It is. It is. Sea salt cookies and salted caramel. would be really good. Oh, you ran a booth at the con? Yeah, my first time, and it was like a really good experience. Makes me want to do that again. How much Uma? Oh my god, Nambi. For some okay, I didn't know that there will be an event on the second day about Uma. So, on the first day, there's not a lot of Uma cosplays, whatever it is. But on the second day, oh my god, the amount of Uma cosplayers are just like, boom. Literally everywhere. And there was like one, I remember, the cosplay was so good. It looks so expensive. I don't know if it's like actually expensive or maybe they actually designed the hair, like, you know, model the hair and the clothes, the ears, and then like also the tail. But that one particular cosplayer of Uma, I don't even remember which Uma was that. It was so good. And then I actually saw a couple, both of them are cosplaying. If I'm not mistaken, if the accessories are on the left side of the, I mean, if you look at the mirror, right? The left side from the mirror, it's like male, and then like if the accessories on the right ear would be female, right? So I remember there was like a couple. Oh, left is female, right is male. Wait, my right or your right? If that makes sense, like mirrored right or actual right? I played Tavern Manager Sim. You got it in? Let's go. I hope that the tavern was doing well. Also, I hope you had a fun stream. They're right. Oh, okay. So it was a male. Rice Shower is male then, because I remember the guy cosplayed as Rice Shower, and then the girl. Oh, I don't remember what the girl was cosplaying as, but yeah, it was so cute. Like, because the guy, you know, like how Rice Shower sometimes have like that red jersey type of clothes. So like, yeah, the guy was actually using that, and then like Rice Shower hair and also ears and the hair accessories. I was like, oh, that is so cute. So adorable. And then I also remember there was like someone who were walking around, and then like they were holding like a kind of like a, what you call it again, polling box, something like that. It's like, okay, which ship is the best for this Uma? I don't remember which Uma was that, the one that like he was asking which ship was the best, because it was kind of small. I'm so sorry, even though I was using contact lenses, but I couldn't really see. But yeah, there was a lot of like choices. I was like, wow, that is actually really creative. But apparently there was a gathering for Uma fans on the second day, and yeah. I'm more of a sticker guy, so I can stick it on my app. Same. Well, even though I'm more of a sticker girl too, I don't really use the stickers. I just leave it there, collect it, because I feel bad whenever I peel off the stickers, you know? I don't know. It's just like once I stick it, that means I cannot throw the item away, if that makes sense to you. Yeah, Daphiel's a big time famous artist now. Oh my god. Wow. In addition to being the world's best Hollow Knight player. By the way, Daphiel, how did the con go? The con actually went really well, despite like the critics and stuff that people are saying. But overall experience for me, 99.9% was actually really good, except for that one lady who asked for a bargain at the end of the day, but it's okay. But yeah, overall it was actually really nice. Met a lot of new people, fellow Hollow fans, and then new artists. I feel like the highlight of you know, like 2 days of con was, one, knowing that there are people who actually wants to buy my art. That is the biggest wow to me. And then the second one was being able to connect, or like to know, to meet other artists, which, yeah, it's like, you know, you're adding mutuals, you're adding friends to the list, which is really nice. I don't like seeing and hearing about all of the UMA stuff, so makes me want to kind of want to go to the con just for that. Wasn't the con that your friend went to also have a lot of UMAs there? I totally forgot though that Uma Musume was also big. Cause like, you know, Genshin always dominates the cosplay and the fandom. Well, I would say not really dominating anymore. There are more fandoms, definitely. Things, animes, games that I never heard of that people were like, you know, like really niche fandoms. But I will say like Hoyoverse fandom are still going strong. Considering the amount of cosplays that I saw, a lot of them were Star Rail and then Genshin. There's also, okay, for Genshin players, you would know this. Alice, Klee's mom, I think there were like 2 or 3 cosplayers that cosplayed as Alice. Holy shit, the hat looks so cool. If you know how Alice, like Klee's mom design is, you would know how hard the hat would be to be like to mate as a cosplay. But yeah, somehow they actually pulled it in a good way. Same, some of the stickers I brought is peeling off little. Oh no, I think that's what happened if the stickers are kind of old, right? No matter how good the material is, it'll start to peel off. Good besides the bargain hunter and freezing. Oh yeah, true. I guess, yeah, the the freezing under the AZ to catch the flu and also headache was the bad part, I would say, but overall, good. Lots of video for you. That is so nice. That is so nice. Also, Cynthia, welcome back. You have a question? Okay. Mengfan, welcome back. Hello. What are some of the most popular characters you saw people cosplaying? Wait, most popular as in like most popular character, or there's a lot of people who cosplay as that character? Do you know sign language? No, I don't, unfortunately. And I know that a lot of people learn ASL, but ASL only applies to American. And I don't think other countries uses sign language like American Sign Language, you know. I don't think, is that the world sign language? I don't know. Oh, like most numbers? I need to remember. Wait. Most numbers cosplays that I've seen, I think I don't really know about HSR like Star Rail, but either wait, mean, there's a lot of Genshin characters. I've seen a lot of Kafe, I've seen a lot of Wonder, I also seen one Ayaka, one Raiden, Yae, some Yae, several Columbinas passed right in front of me. Flynn's? And oh, wait. Wait. I need to like know this one particular fandom because I've seen a lot of people cosplayed as this for some reason. Give me a moment. Oh, I need to open this. Wait, where was that? I think I need to open this. It also applies to England and France. There are British Sign Language and French Sign Language. Oh, but no, I don't really know Sign Language in general. Never learned about it. I just remember there's international. There is? Are you trying to say there are other places besides America? That's not very yeehaw cowboy of you. Yes? Question mark? In terms of English-based sign language, ASL is one of the most used, excluding Europe, and they use British Sign Language, but obviously it's behind common languages of the country. So Japan has JSL and ASL. Oh, because in the ocean, I don't think people are using sign language in general. So, yeah. This is... Wait, give me a moment. I need to go to the bathroom and then I will continue searching for the franchise that was like so popular. Give me a moment, okay? And still trying to have you ever heard of Unstable Universe? I don't even know what that is though. Oh, it's a Minecraft stuff. Of course, I've never seen that before. Duh. Oh, hi, Reaver. Welcome back. Morning, evening, afternoon. Hi. How are you? Wait, where's my... Oh. Minecraft what? It's called Unstable Universe. So, for some reason, this time there's a lot of people are cosplaying as Minecraft characters. Not Steve, by the way. I guess like their own characters, but I've seen a lot of people having or like wearing that square box pit. And yeah. And then there's also a lot of people who are using kind of like a head like I think it's a headband with a little bit of like a... Imagine you're using a headband and then there's also a little bit of like a plastic right on top of it where it has like a name on it. It says like a character's name or parrot, whatever it is. Something like that. Once saw an Uzaki cosplay with an accurate Uzaki? Yes! There were some Furies on both days actually. And then on day 2, the the furries made like a little bit of train, you know, like human train, and then walked pretty slow right in front of me. It was actually the quality of the furry costumes were actually good, like the top of the good costumes, not the bad one. Furries are, yeah, exactly. I mean, I know that furry commissions are expensive, but I didn't know how expensive the costumes can be, and holy, I got told by my neighbor booth. She was like, yeah, the costume can cost like $1,000. I was like, okay. It's really expensive. So like in our currency, it'll be 2-digit million. 2 digits, that is crazy, just for a costume. Well, I mean, it's not really just for a costume. The amount of like fur that you need, and then like it's like a bodysuit, right? So yeah. Oh, Default, welcome to the beach house. Who's my favorite Nintendo character? Pikachu? Pikachu is a Nintendo, right? So that counts. 10,000 is... Oh, sorry, 1,000 USD is actually in the low range. I believe 2,500 is... Well, not here. I guess like because of the currency change, whatever it is. I think can be 1,000. Can be more. But yeah. That counts? Then yeah, Pikachu is my favorite. Pikachu, and then Lapras, and then Umbreon. Top 3 Pokemon of all time. Mine is always gotta be Kirby. Oh yeah, I was about to talk about the loots. Oh my god, and then I got sidetracked because of something that I don't even remember what. So, these are the loots that I got from both days. There's a cosplayer that gave me candies. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Wait, actually, can I zoom in? I think I can. I need to zoom this in. So that you guys can... How do I... You know what? Maybe it'll be better if I do this. There we go. There we go. I will Zoom. That's my inspiration. My main inspiration for my model. Round with 2 feet and like to gulps everything. And then there's also one customer. Remember the Blood Raven customer that I talked about earlier? Yeah. They were the one who gave me the Kyla sticker. It was so cute though! Can you... Wait, I think I have it. Wait, I have it. It got covered on the picture. What? What did I just press? Wait, where's the sticker? Ah, there you go. Oh, it says, can you lock the F in? It actually looks so cute, the Kyla one. Funny thing was, I didn't know, and I didn't ask also for their handle. I was just like, oh yeah, and then this is a free sticker for you. I was like, oh, thank you, and then that's it. Like, they went right. But I still remember they bought the Blood Raven stickers, which means Herb and Nerissa, right? And then I gave them a freebie of my Shiori photo card. Apparently, maybe like they were looking for pictures, I don't know, scrolling around Twitter. The customer who gave me the Kyla sticker somehow found me. And then she was like, they were like, oh, wait, I was the one who gave you the Kyla sticker, and also thank you for the Shiori photo card. I was like, oh, so it was you, okay. Thank you. And then apparently they were also auto fister, so let's go. So yeah. And then there's the candy, and then this is, oh, oops. This cookie. The 3 art on the left, that looks so cool. Rio. I'm so sorry, I'm butchering names. Rio Thessaly, Rio, basically that. And then who else? Where's it? Oh my god, I put it here, but I forgot. And then my mood. She gave me the cookie. Thank you for the cookie. It looks so cute. The Oreo. A Cookie Monster cookie. And then this one. Wait. The Oguri. It was from another artist from other booth that came to my booth for some reason. She's so cute though. She was like, hi, do you accept art trade? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then she was so kind and so cute. She was like, you can choose whichever you want from these umas, right? And then she has several umas, rice shower, oguri, and then other umas, I guess like new umas that I have no idea who they are. I was like, wait, I want the one that is eating. I want that one. I want the one that is eating a chicken like that. And at first, I thought this was gold chip because of the white hair, right? I was like, wait, was that a gold chip? And then she was like, no, it's not gold chip, it's oguri. Oh shit, right? I'm a fake Uma fan, I guess. Oopsies. So yeah. She gave me that. Well, yeah, all I remember was like the white hair. I forgot that the one who likes to eat was oguri. Got exposed. Oops. Hey, there's a reason why I don't sell Uma stuffs, okay? Because I'm not well versed with it. I'm so sorry. And then wait, these? Oh, whoops. So the 4 Ina hearts. Unsubbing, no! I bought the full Amoko stickers, by the way, because they are so adorable. And then the artist actually gave me a freebie of the Ina sticker. So like the Ina, the 4 of the Ina, what do you call it again? Name cards. They were takodachis. Takodachis are like fans of what Ina's fans are called. So yeah, a group of 4. They only sell things related to Ina. Well, other Holo members too, but like mainly Ina. And then the name of the booth was actually so cute though. Cult of the Taco. Cult of the Taco! They're making a cult. Oh my god. And then the card, so like there's a name card and then, oh my god, I can't really show you the cursor, right? Shit. But you see like the vertical card at the back, there are 2 of them, one horizontal, one with the same picture. The back card, it's a lenticular card and looks so good. I was not expecting getting a freebies like that of a high quality, by the way. I was like, I mean, you know, usually how people are giving stickers and then like photo cards maybe for freebies, but no, he actually gave, wait, what was that? I think I put it on the wrong one. Wait, where was that? Oh, it's here. So yeah, it was a lenticular card. I was like, damn! So good and so cool. Is a fellow artist discount easy? Maybe. I don't know. But yeah. I'm not gonna lie though, the first day, I didn't have the courage to talk to them. Because all of them were guys, and they look like quiet, I would say. Not the type that is like chatty or anything that, not really introvert, no, it's just like, you know, there are type of people who don't really talk to random. That's just how I thought they were, but apparently, oh my god, they were so wholesome. All of them are so nice. So yeah, and then on the right, this, oh, I need to like zoom in. This one is my neighbor's booth. Neighboring booth. He's also a first timer in ArtCon, which, you know, it's a kind of like fun experience for people who are the first timer, I would say, because we have like, we're both basically blind about stuff like this, right? We don't know what to do, we don't really know what to expect, and it was nice having a neighboring booth that also don't know stuff. So yeah, it was just like nice, really nice. And then we also got, wait, we also got this. This is an art print from my mutual, from Discord server. There's like an local art Discord server that I joined. And yeah, he went to CF because I think his favorite doujin artist like came, and then he wanted to buy the book. So yeah, he ended up asking like where my booth were, and then we ended up meeting for the first time. It was actually really nice though. Finally, you know, like finally being able to meet your friends on who you talked online all these time, and then like apparently, oh, so this is how you look like, and then like in the end maybe you might forget how they look like, but I don't know, it's just like still nice to be able to meet them, you know. It's like the first day of school. Exactly, yeah. It's like, oh no, I'm scared talking to other people. But yeah, in the end, I do talk to a lot of people, including my booth mate. It was so funny though. Because on the second day, it was not as hectic as the first day, I would say. So we could talk a lot, which was actually really nice. Knowing other people, sharing knowledge about holo, about art. Oh yeah. Wonder if there's like other experience that I actually forgot not to share with you guys. Oh, hi Akash, welcome back. Did you end up hanging out or going to after party? No. There was supposed to be an after party after the second day, but I don't know. I don't think they actually did. Wait. I don't see. Yeah, I don't see any. I remember they were gonna have an after party, but I don't know. I mean, my brother-in-law came at the end of the second day, and then he also helped us cleaning up basically the booth, and yeah, the three of us ended up having dinner by our own. Did you went to other people's booth? My friend who opens booth always does that after a while in the event. I did before the event started, but it was, well, I guess it was still quote-unquote too early for people who went for both days. So when I was looking around, a lot of them were still covered by the cloth. So I don't even know. But yeah, I was looking around at several blocks, because like there was A, B, A, C, A, D, A, E, A, F, A, G, and then A until S. I think I walked around J, K, L because my booth is at the L, and then P, R? Yeah, and then I went back to my booth. And I missed Gamma more than anything. Wow, you don't miss the yapping session of Daffy? Okay. Wow. Wow. Who would have thought? Also, let me have my food again. It's nice to hear how popular the artist alley is. It's like, well, I feel like it's, well, CF, or Comifuro, is one of the most affordable convention. Not the most, but one of the most affordable convention with the amount of visitors and traction. You know, like if you count, let's say normal, not really normal, like the previous CF, not the last CF, like CF21, on the first day it was 21 or 22k visitors only on one day, and then the amount of money that you spent for one day is like way cheaper than when you're posting an ad on social media, if that makes sense to you. So like, well, yeah, of course you still have to print for the merch, you know, like the art, keychains, maybe stickers, but at the same time, if you want to go to an artist alley for branding, of course, like branding is important, right? One way or another, you want people to know, hi, this kind of artist like exists, you know, I exist. It's a pretty good deal, I would say. Not that expensive, and with the amount of crowd that they have, yeah, it's definitely worth it. I do, Davy, I do miss the art stream. Tomorrow will be an art stream. I mean, I still need to like continue the Mokogo art. Last time I haven't finished it. I know, I'm lazy, but yeah. Sometimes at cons here, the artist alley is kind of sad. Sad, like not a lot of people are joining, or not a lot of people are going or buying. I have to go early today. Okay, thank you, Akash, for hopping in. Bye bye. See you. Kind of forgot CF's that big. I know, right? It's like, okay, maybe like 5,000 people are a lot, but 20, 21, 22, and then like the yesterday 40k. That's big. Also considering that I feel like CF is also one of the oldest and one of the biggest too, I would say. That actually makes sense. Like, not a lot of oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. I feel it also depends on the event, I would say. Some events, the traffic are not that crazy, but yeah. I think in America, CF is like AX, I think. Anime Expo. That is the biggest one, right? That always somehow ended up in chaos. Is it Comic-Con or is it AX? $40k, exactly. I also didn't expect to be like the amount of visitors that came would be that big, but it was apparently. I'm kind of expected to be 10k-ish, not 20k. Same. I mean, 20k is already a lot, but then like double it. Doubling it from 20k, that's crazy. If I went to CF, I would want to look around for neat dojin. I like to find hidden gems. Oh yeah, a lot of, well, I wouldn't really say like a lot of them, but there are people who are selling dojins. And there's also one booth where her dojins are sold out in like 30 minutes or so. Even though she had a total of 400-ish copies. Well, she's a big dojin artist, I think. Do you know what it's called? I know the artist handle name. That's the Twitter. But I don't know. I don't really know the title, unfortunately. What kind of dojin? BL. As far as I remember. I don't know about GL though. Did she make a GL? I don't think so. CF is inspired by Comiket, but ironically the dojin contents are not that many compared to other merch. Yeah. Unfortunately. I mean, CF itself, it stands for Comic Frontier. But not a lot of people are actually selling comics. A lot of people are actually selling merch. Including me. There's still there's some people who decided to go to the other event called Comipara because there's a lot of comics there. Dojins, comics. Like, the amount of dojin merch are way more than like keychains and stickers and yeah, photo cards. Oh, Affin is big? Affin? I don't know how to say the name. It's big here in Malaysia. Really? Oh. GL is girls love. Yeah, I know, but I don't know if she's making GL. But I do know that a lot of her dojins are BL. She's into the spicy BL. That's why. And she doesn't have any PO. She doesn't open pre-order. All of them are on the spot. So yeah, 400 copies gone in 30 minutes. That is crazy. The power of Fujos is strong. Exactly. I don't know. I've seen other booths that also sells dojins. And some of them were sold out. There were also holo dojins that I remember, and a lot of them are sold out too. Most of the dojins, like the holo dojins one, were holo ID though, not the EN. Fujo scared. Would you believe me that I didn't know what fujoshi is? Or like was until seven years ago. I mean, I know BL and GL, but I have no idea what fujoshi was until there was like one classmate of mine in uni that she was so into fujoshi, and then I was like, what is fujoshi? Asking innocently, and then she was like, oh, it's this. I was like, okay. It's not like, it's more like I'm surprised. Oh wow, there are contents like this. Instead of like, you like that? It's like, oh wow, this thing exists? Okay. Interesting. Cause like, it's something that I never knew before that that kind of thing existed. Which is very scary. Personally, for me, it was scary and shocking. I was like, okay. Yeah, Avin has another comic. Story about a goth taking of her small innocent sister. Oh, I see. So I guess like the BL was actually pretty big locally, huh? I heard the Fujos saved the shonen industry in 20... Oh really? In 2000s? And then in 20 years, Daphiel becomes Fujoshi. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not really into BL, but GL, sometimes they are cute. I don't know about Fujoshi though, but personally, I still prefer straight couples. Straight animes. The intriguing thoughts. Yeah. It was like, wow, okay. Because it was definitely something that I never imagined it would exist before. So like, wow, okay. Opened a new door to me, I would say. Which was really interesting. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. I still remember how excited she was when I asked about Fujoshi. That classmate of mine. She was like, I guess she was kind of eager to share what she loves because not a lot of people like that kind of stuff or know about that kind of stuff. And you know how if you like those kind of stuffs, GL, BL, even anime in general, or you're watching manga, reading manga, you get that like side eye reaction, you know, like, you read what now? Something like that. So yeah, she was really enthusiastically explaining about stuff. I was like, okay, interesting. And then I remember she also gave me several titles that she loves, but I don't remember any of the title at all. It was like that for anime in general up until I would say Attack on Titan got big into 2014-ish. Yeah. Until like anime became quote unquote, I wouldn't really say normalized per se, but a non-weeb starting to watch anime and then they get mainstream, exactly. Yeah. Starting to get mainstream. A lot of people are watching, and then like for some reason now, if you're watching anime, you're becoming cool instead of being like, you know, the quote unquote the weirdo like it was how it used to be back in 2000-ish. And then after the 2020, after the COVID era, everyone wants to be an anime girl or anime guy like I am. Like a flat 2D character. Wow, someone is bitter. No. What do you mean? It's just like, I don't know, people who bad mouthing anime years ago, all of a sudden they saw how big or how popular VTubers are, animes are, and then they'd be like, oh my god, yeah, let me be this because it looks so cool. Like, really? You're joining just because it looks cool, not because you like something? Duh. Like, it's like a rolling deal. An eye-rolling moment. She's trying to convert you. Probably, considering that the anime that I watched, it was either romance, school, or cheesy romance. So yeah, Daphiel bullying anime tourists. Oh, because okay, I don't really hate tourists in general. Like, not only talking about anime, by the way, but generally, most of the time, tourists are the one who ruins everything. Like park, and then museums, restaurants, cafes, what else? Hotels, stuff like that. Meanwhile, locals, sure, there will be locals, like annoying locals, like Karen locals, one way or another. But tourists are the one who always ruins everything. Everything. And they're the one who are always loud. For some reason. Flashback to Daphiel's tourist. Okay. Yes. I mean, I know some countries hate tourists, especially from certain countries. Because I know the stigma of that. I'm trying not to be that kind of tourist. Even though sometimes, you know, like the group or like the group tour or like the tour member are starting to act like a Karen and then trying to be so annoying, whatever it is. I'm like, can you please? We're at other people's country, bro. You want to get deported or something, huh? Stop being annoying and just be normal, please. Just I don't know, try to blend with the locals instead of being the weird one. Yeah, whenever I visit places, I just want to keep to myself and be extra respectful because obviously I'm a guest. Exactly. I guess that's pretty normal if you do have common sense, but if, well, I mean, again, common sense nowadays are not that common. It starts to become a rare sense, not or like uncommon sense. Yeah. Unfortunately. It's kind of sad though. But hey, some countries cannot live without tourism, so they gotta endure whatever bad things the tourists are doing to their country, so can't really say that tourists are always bad, you know. But the bad ones are always the loud ones, for some reason. Which, oh, come on. Don't you think so? Like, everywhere in anime fandom, in the maybe like in the K-pop fandom, in the countries whenever you're having holiday, The loudest one are the the annoying one are the loudest one. Always. What was my favorite memory of CF? The best memory was when everything was done, and then the event organizers like, okay, it is officially closed. You know, they announced it from the speaker. Everyone was like clapping, and then you're saying Otsu to every single people, even though you never, maybe like you never talked about to them before. It's like, Otsu, nice job, good job. So yeah, it was so nice. That is like my favorite part of CF. Otsu, it's like, Otsu, nice, good job. And then like saying bye to the neutrals. It was so nice. Really nice. Made it through the chaos together, even if you never talked to them. Exactly, like the same chaos, the same hardship. Well, not the same hardship. Maybe like some of them, some of the booths, some of the people. Experienced like a worse version of the chaos, but yeah, survived 2 days or like 1 day depending on whichever you took the booth, but yeah, we survived. Like yeah, it was fun. And then it was so funny though, because setting up the booth took us around 1.5 hours, including like tying up the paper to the grid, making sure that everything is like, you know, doesn't really crook and stuff like that, make sure that people can actually see if the placement of the stuffs are actually good or not. And then once it was time for you to like what you call that again, clean up, it was less than 30 minutes. It was not even 15 minutes, by the way. Like so fast. I was like, damn, I wish setting up booths was like this fast, but no. But yeah, taking off everything was like so fast. It was so funny. So like, wow. Even Hobiorka noticed that. He was like, damn, we cleaned up pretty fast there. Oh, I remember. That was one experience. One experience? Wasn't experience. Let's call it an experience. So, I remember. Was it a week before CF or? No. 2 weeks ish. Yume, welcome back. Yo, who is this? I don't know who that is. But yeah, welcome back. 2 weeks before the event started, you know, usually there's like a technical meeting explaining to the exhibitor what not to do, what to do, what you know, like the rules and stuff like that. When the event is open, at what time you can load your items, blah blah blah, when is like the event closing, whatever. And then I remember, because previously, like on the previous events or previous EFs, they didn't have like a exhibitor only toilets, which would be really chaotic, right? Imagine the amount, that kind of amount of visitors combined with exhibitors went to the toilet. That is just like crazy line, basically. And then this time they actually have like a special toilet reserved for those who have the pass. or like the exhibitor card, whatever it is, name tag. And then I only remembered there was one toilet for it, but then I didn't know which toilet it was, like bathroom. They reserved it for the exhibitors. I thought, that's nice, you don't have to go under your booth, excuse me. It was already dusty enough. I don't want to add additional scent around my booth, thank you very much. So, the location of my booth was actually pretty close to a toilet. And I thought that was the exhibitor toilet. But apparently it was not. So, on the first day, I had to queue for maybe like 10-15 minutes just to go to the bathroom, which is crazy, right? And then it was 11 a.m. in the morning, not that. Basically, the event just started. And then I was like, wait, is this the exhibitor toilet? Because I'm pretty sure you have to have the pass to go to the bathroom, right? Because that's what's the point of having an exhibitor pass if normal visitor can just go in there without anyone checking. And then a few hours later, I had to go to the bathroom again. And then I saw a staff, like a girl staff, went in the toilet and then she went out again. I was about to ask her, like, hey, is this the exhibitor toilet? Because like if it is, then there's a lot of visitors, you know, queuing at the wrong place. And then I was like, she was like walking pretty fast, by the way. So I was like, I had to catch her. I had to catch up with her. So I was like, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Was that the exhibitor toilet? And then she was like, no, the exhibitor toilet was like that one. So like if you go to the next hall, that's where the exhibitor toilet was. I was like, oh, I was queuing on the wrong place. Okay. So the first day, nothing happened. I went to the exhibitor toilet, all good. Everyone was using the exhibitor pass, right? And then on the next day, I told Habiorka, you don't really have to go to this toilet if it's like full, because it's not the exhibit toilet. The exhibit toilet is like, that one, right? I like how your first instinct was to assume everyone else was breaking the rules rather than you getting mixed up. Because I remember they were saying like there's a toilet around a certain hall, but I don't remember which hall. So I guess like I'm jumping into conclusions at that point. And then I went to the bathroom, right? Twice. The first one, well, props to the staffs, okay? There was like always one or two staffs telling like visitors, hi, this is like only exhibitor pass. Because apparently, oh my god, I didn't notice about this. So apparently in the exhibitor only toilet, there was like a huge banner saying like, yeah, this is exhibitor only toilet. You have to have the pass if you want to use this toilet. I was like, oh my god, how blind I was. I didn't even notice that they put it here. And on the previous toilet, like the other toilet, they didn't even have the banners. I was like, whoopsies, my bad. And then, yeah, the staff were like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry, this one is happening, you know, like you have to have the name tag, whatever, the card, blah blah blah. And then around I think like 3:30, I wanted to go to the bathroom again on the second day. And then I looked back, right? It was so fast though, like the queue even for the exhibitor toilet, we still had to queue pretty long. I've been like, oh, it's okay. And then I saw there were two ladies old ladies, by the way. They were like maybe late 40s maybe, or early 50s. You know, that type of madam who doesn't really want to follow the rules. They, like, the two of them, they were clearly not exhibitors. And then they were queuing. The staffs were like, oh yeah, two Karens actually. Two Karens, not only one. And then the staff was like, oh yeah, I'm so sorry, this is like an exhibitor only toilet. You have to have the pass. If you want to go to the visitor toilet, you have to go to that one. You know what? They don't even budge. They didn't care. They were like, oh, we already queue in here, so just let us be. I was like, the fuck, man? You people are the reason why they had to separate. They had to put a banner this big right in front of the toilet, okay? Because, yeah, because people like you. And then they ended up using the exhibitor toilet, even though they've been asked to move. So I was like, ugh, such annoying people. I mean, hey, there's a reason why it got separated, okay? And then you want to just go in queuing on the place where you're not supposed to be? Hello? Reasonable, honestly. Like, do you see how many people ignore the traffic? True! True. Especially, like, the ladies who uses motorbikes, if you know what I mean. Usually they give, or like they use the right sign but they turn left. But then when they fall or like when they hit something, they always blame other people or like the items instead of like blaming themselves. Yeah, that kind of people. They feel entitled to use special toilet. Probably, I don't know. I was like, I mean, the staffs were so polite though for them. It's like, there's always one or two staffs standing in front of the toilet, making sure the people who are like, you know, using the actual dedicated toilet. I felt bad since people here always don't break the rules about separated toilet. Exactly. Well, the young ones, maybe like, you know, 30s, 20s, when the staff, because like, I feel like it's an instinct from every human to just follow a queue without checking what's at the front, right? You just follow whatever, if there's a queue, just like queue behind people. And then once the staff's like saying, oh yeah, this if you're a visitor, you have to go to the next toilet, which is like not that far, by the way. And a lot of them actually said yes to that, and then like they moved, but for some reason these two Karens decided to be like, yeah. I would have said, can you not read the giant? I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the Karen at the back, so like, you know, because they're making a queue, a line, right? There's the one at the front and the one at the back. The one at the back was kind of having a hard time to read stuff, because like she was using her glasses, but then she still have to like put the phone like super close to her face, so let's just say that they probably couldn't read stuff. I don't know. I'm just trying to be positive. They didn't deserve them exactly. I feel like, yes, the staffs were kind of slow in responding in Discord and stuff like that, emails and stuff like that. But on the D-Day, they were actually pretty good. They worked pretty well, I would say. So yeah, I guess like, you know, still props to the staffs. They were not like lazing around, chilling, just sitting. No. They were actually working. What are your plans for next year? I do want to join the next CF, which on October, like this year. So let's see if Habiorka allows me to join again. Cause I mean, technically it was really tiring though for both of us, and yeah. Maybe, cause I did say to him, right? I was like, I really want to join the next one. And then he was like, you want to join again? Really? Why don't you just like what you call it again? Basically, like if your friends are opening in a booth or something like that, you kinda ask them to sell your items to. I don't know what's the term for it, but yeah. But yeah, let's see. Let's see if I'll be able to join the next one. I really want to join the next one though. Did you not have fun? To be honest, I don't know if we had fun or not, because, well, one, his knowledge on anime is like minus. Okay, he watched anime, yes, but it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! And then Beyblade, and then like Tamiya. What's Tamiya again? Retsu and Go. Oh my god, what's the Mini 4WD, something like that? And then he also watched Initial D, but I feel like it's not part of his interest, if that makes sense to you. But I hope that he had fun though. Watching a lot of people cosplaying, and then, you know, like, he did talk to several people though. But most of the time he was quiet, considering that he was also an introvert, so yeah, let's see about it. But yeah, because I do plan to join again, I'm planning to make more merch. And yeah, one thing for sure though, I want to finish like the whole EN, because right now I already had, what you call it again? I already have Advent and Justice, so I want to draw Promise and Myth. And then let's see about the JP one. Let's see about the JP one. Because if I draw the JP one, I would end up drawing... How many members did I have again? $80? And then bring a big fluffy coat just in case. Yep. Sure do. Sure do. Wait, how many times did I... Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1166 minus 1 would be, and minus 2 would be 64. Imagine drawing 64 items. Wow. That would be a lot. But yeah. Let's see. I do want to add more originals though. But if I do have to choose another fandom, I don't know. I really want to stick with Holo because I just like Holo. That's why. What Daph doing? I was counting the amount of talents that Holo have. So yeah. Well, it's easier and more fun to do what you love anyways. Exactly. And then, I don't know, there was like one time I wanted to draw Genshin, simply because like, I love Genshin, right? But then, now, I'm not really that into Genshin, and not to mention, the details of the clothes, the characters are painful. So painful in the butt. So hard to draw Genshin characters, bro. Even the chibi version, I'm like, the detailing is crazy. So, I thought that drawing Fischl was hard, right? Which I was right. And then I tried to draw Ayato. There was like one time I wanted to draw Ayato. Oh my goodness, I thought his clothes, his hair was easy, but no. Apparently his suit, whatever it is, the coat, holy shit, it was hard, bro. I'm not really into doing fan art in general. Oh, makes sense. Yeah. Makes sense. If you're not really into fan art, then it'll be really hard for you to like enjoy drawing fan art. That's Hoyover's characters to me, over-designed to the brim. I mean, it looks good for promotional stuffs, but for cosplayers, and fan artists, I'm dying. Uma Musume is kind of suffering from that right now too. All of the newer characters are kind of over-designed and complete. Oh really? Wait, I didn't like catch up with Uma Musume. I guess like if you compare it from the older ones like Special Week and then who else? Silence, Suzuka, Oguri Cap, they look pretty easy, right? Like pretty simple. But then let's see, the newer one. Nakayama Festa, Suito Sho, Shinko Winde, Meisho, Mr. CB, Nice Nature, King Hello, Mechiro Topper, Matika Netanhauser. I think, I guess so, yeah. The originals are clean and simple, yes, but then you have the newer ones looking crazy. Oh, in JP server, not global. Wait. I feel like including their clothes, right? Like hair wise, what do you want to change? Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah, okay. I can see the difference of the design. Starting from Espoir. Espoir. Chichi? Sochi? And then Transcend? The hair marking is actually that's hard. Oh, Dylan, welcome. Welcome to the beach house. Is that my glorious goat ogre cap I see? Yes, you are right. It was a freebie that I got from the art con that I went. Most of their designs are based off the horse and jockey. Oh really? I don't know about that. I mean, I do know sometimes they try to like resemble the horse as much as they can, but I don't know about the jockeys. Hi Real, welcome back. Orca. What's up? Wait, the Daiichi Ruby. This one is so cute! The hair? But imagine drawing that, oh my god. But they keep upping the complexity of the newer Umas in JP. Makes sense, makes sense. I mean, starting from Jeparu Guran? Jeparu Guran? Jeparu Grand? They're wearing caps. And then Wirusena? Wirushina? Riburos? Man, so hard. I've yet to see the new Umas in JP. Haven't been caught up in that yet. Oh, you're playing the EN one? Orca pronunciation scuff never. Hey. Never said that I'm fluent in Japanese, okay? Take Ugly Cat for example. She's an ashen horse, and her headband and other accessories are based off her jockey. If you were to look at it. Oh wait, really? Oh wait, it does! The diamonds are from the jockey's clothes! Oh! But I didn't know about that. That's a good knowledge. Gacha fan artist has got the strongest soldier. I agree with you. They keep up so fast, they draw so fast, they draw so good. For some reason, I have no idea how they keep up with that. Kopan Riki. This one is cute. I like her. Still in love? Oh my. No reason. Believe. Jungle. Why do I feel like the English name is starting to get crazier and crazier? No? Asudon Ma-chan? I heard another favorite of mine still in love. She looks like a yandere. I'm so sorry. She looks kind, but I don't know. But yeah, like the more I scroll down, the more I realized that the designs are definitely way more complicated. No reason. The design is actually pretty complicated though. Like the headband, what the frick? Once Uma Musume made horse racing more popular, the names of newer horses IRL have been getting wild. Wait. Really? Really? They really do that? What the frick? What? Still in Love Story was actually wait, is she already available in the end or only JP? Who in the right mind named their horses? Give it a total, what the frick? Only JP, okay. I like how the name is Samson Big, but she's short. Hello? Oh, real life lore. I see. Ooh, Cesario's design. I love it. Wait, I need to see this. Okay. Okay. The costume. Yeah, that's hard. Daring heart. Daring the thought. She reminds me of Daiwa mixed with no, not Daiwa, sorry. What does she remind me of? I don't know. But she definitely reminds me of someone. Or Viver. Or Viver? Or Viv? What? Oru Anyone else stream keep going off? Really? Mine's fine. Oh, stream issues? Wait. Have you guys tried like refreshing? Mine is fine. Just buffers a tiny bit now and then? Okay. That is weird. Because in my place it was fine. I've had to refresh. Oh, really? Okay. But I've had internet problem in the past like 3 days, so maybe that's why. I'm so sorry though. My #1 favorite is Tokai Teo. Oh, the OG, let's go. My favorite is actually Daiwa Scarlet. I don't know, she is cute. Your favorite is Fenomeno? Fenomeno? Oh! Wait, Sakura Chitose. Oh? She looks so. I mean, he looks so cute. I find Tokateo impressive to run despite having 3 fractures. That is crazy. Ooh! Callstone Light O. Wow. The hair. Yeah, even their hair designs are getting crazier and crazier. I noticed that. Jade is a Callstone Light fanboy. Oh wow. I mean, she reminds me of a Genshin character. Never? Kind of like Never? A little bit. It's just occasionally up for me and then live again. I see. Yeah. Admire groove? Ooh. I like the blue color. Almond eye. Wait, loves or loves only you? Yeah, loves only you is so cute. I like the hair color, red. I have an ice. Oh, really? Wow, I'm like so left behind with the Uma Musume. Chrono, Genesis. Epiphania? Huh. Rose Kingdom, okay. Marcia. Ronemu? What? I like how you're just looking at all of them off screen. Well, I mean, you guys already know about it. Do I need to share it with you guys? No, right? You're good. Wait, who's this? Rigandona? Damn, she's hot. Vodka is another favorite. I have too many favorites. Her design is true. Vodka is pretty simple. Ma'am, that's a horse. I know, but she's hot. What do you mean? Look at that. Wait. Look at that. The horse is so hot. Hello? Rigandona? Rigando. Ho ho ho! I love the design! What does she do though? I've never seen her before. Ananta no Kuroni. No. Come back to Uma for her. Nah, she's not playable though. Related parties? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's not playable. So, Ooh, even Darley Arabian looks so cute. I feel like the tanned horse, or like tanned Uma are actually cute. I think I need a break from Uma Musume. I've taken a break for like... When was the last time I actually played? October, I think? Or November? Yeah. Okay. I'm actually pretty tired, so I will wrap up the stream after this. Cause I'm starting to get sleepy. Considering that I still got like a little flu here, so I don't know if you guys can actually hear it. Is my voice like different from the usual, or because of the mic it's like the same? 5 king hellos in 1 10-pull, and then another 10-pull, 4 more king hellos. Is this maybe 9 and 20 pulls? That's like almost more than half. So yeah, I think that's the universe way to say to you that I think you need to take a break. Good yaps, and it's so nice that CF was a big success for you. Yes. It was actually pretty nice though, being able to back streaming again. I don't know, it's like a week without streaming felt weird. It's like felt something is missing. So I just want the wedding dress Umas. They have a wedding dress Umas? Or like it's a special edition? Oh my god, my god. I do know they have like the special week version of wedding dress or something like that. And then there's also the Uriah shower, right? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry to I'm starting to yawn a lot. Okay, I need to like wrap up the stream. I'll be streaming tomorrow, same time, 12 PM UTC plus 7 or 10 PM PST or 1 AM EST. I'll do our stream tomorrow. And yeah, I guess like welcome back to the beach house, morning, evening, afternoon, guys. And if you're interested, feel free to join the Discord server if you'd like. Yeah, that's where I stream. Hey, art stream, okay. Today is the Yap stream, tomorrow is the art stream, not Yap stream. But yeah, if you haven't, please do subscribe. And I mean, if you want to, if you don't want to, it's also fine. And if you want to join the Discord server, feel free to join. That's the link. And yeah, I still haven't finished my March wallpaper, so just in case you're curious, I do have January wallpaper and February wallpaper only for the membership or the pod family. So yeah, might as well join. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining me, for catching up with me. It's so nice to be able to stream again. And I guess yeah, 3 hours of yapping. Damn. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Bye bye. Stay healthy and stay hydrated, okay? See you.